What's up, everybody? So happy to be outside. It's going to be like almost 80 degrees here in Michigan. We never get that in April, so I'm enjoying it. But as we get out here, I'm thinking of common issues that I see with golfers. One of the things that some of you have heard about is a thing called casting, right? Or going fishing, right? When we get the club up to the top, our first move is to cast the head of that club out and have that work to the ball before our hands get there, right? We know that we really want to have our hands work to the ball, create that natural lag, use rotation and momentum to get through more than flipping our hands, right? You guys might have seen that there. When we cast, the club goes out, the club head gets below the hands and the elbows get away from the body, okay? When we get to the golf ball correctly, we see the elbows are closer to the body and the hands are below the club head. You can hit a golf ball without having a lot of lag. It's just very difficult to hit a golf ball if you're casting. A lot of misses on the hosel of the club. We're so worried about what our hands are doing that our body and upper body and all the different elements that work together aren't really working together. So I really like you to feel what it feels like to get the club up to the top, make the right move down, which is the hands working down to the ball, elbows being closer to the body, and the club head up, versus the opposite of having the club head down, right elbow away, and the hands above the club head, okay? Now, one way that I like to show people this is by putting a toilet paper roll on your golf club, okay? Now, if I have that toilet paper roll and I go all the way up to the top, okay, you see that it's sort of at the tip here. Let's see if we can keep it there. If I'm casting, I'm working out with that, right? And this thing is kind of working away from my body when I do that as I work down. We'd rather get it up here and get into a position like this, where that now falls closer to our hands, okay? And now at impact, what we're trying to do is release it, okay, and get it back out at the end. So this is a great device for two reasons. If it starts low, we get it up to the top, we stop halfway down and let it come down with our hands below the club head and our elbow in, okay? And then from here we can release. And now we're learning how to make the proper sequence from the top of our golf swing versus casting. I always like when people call that fishing, right? And it's the same idea there. We don't want to be like that. We want to be like the thrower, whose elbow would be close to his body before he releases. And really just like any other athletic sport really involving a ball. The kicker as well there, right? When the kicker goes in, we don't see his foot go into the ball with his leg kind of straightened out. We see him start with his knee bent, knee gets closer to the ball, then that kick happens, right? So we're really trying to fire that correctly. So get yourself a little paper towel roll like that, put it on your club, halfway down, release, and that'll help you develop the feel that we want to have from the top of our backswing down through impact.